I'm going to start off by saying good to see you again, my friend.
Thank you, Dave. Nice to see you too.
I will tell you that this movie is awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, when you were cast in this role, what was your first reaction? What did you first think?
I mean, I didn't know a lot about the character, so I sort of delved into the comics and sort of blown away by how different they looked and read and how extraordinary he was as a character. Pretty acerbic, pretty unlikable, you know, a difficult hero to swallow. And that sort of intrigued me, but I wanted to know how on earth it would fit in with the 21st century and what his character and story arc would be in an origin story. And when I met with Scott after the initial meeting at Marvel with Kevin and everybody else there, that's when I really got sold on it. I mean, just the visuals, the whole kind of humor that I was very keen for there to be a lot of humor. We kept on and on adding that as we were doing it. But, you know, it was loving from very early on.
Everybody, including your fellow castmates and your director, critics, press, fans, people that have already seen the film, are just giving you an A+++ marking on the performance.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Does that make you feel proud to do that in a Marvel film?
Yeah, because, well, in any film, you know, I mean, you go out there and you try and do the best you can. And you know, this was a huge step up for me, obviously, and also huge new challenges. A very American hero and a lot of action. I mean, I've done some before, but this is a lot of action. And yet with stuff that I love to do in all my work, whether it be humor or some intelligence and something of depth in the detail of it. So thank you. That warms my heart. Thank you.
Speaking of skills, your hand moves.
Yeah, pretty jazzy.
That Doctor Strange has. Can you show me a little of that? You had to practice
couldn't possibly
that.
Now without Julian. Have you heard about this guy called Julian? Has he been talked to? J-Funk is his online name. He is phenomenal. And it's you know, so it's stuff like, you know, these kind of spells, that all of that came from him. And there was some really complex stuff we were doing, and I was getting in a muddle and everything. He just created this stunning hand choreography. It's called tutting. The actual art of it is called tutting. And he is phenomenal at it. So we tried to ape, at least as best we could, what he was doing. And then obviously everything else that's added after our movements kind of makes it look really good. I'd say Tilda probably had it hardest, because she was talking. That was proper kind of, you know, that going on. And she did it brilliantly, really effortlessly. Like,
you need to be careful when you do that, though. People will think it's gang signs, and I don't want you to get
really?
arrested.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Where I come from, that's just a simple nursery school kind of thing. But here, is that a blood or Crips thing? I don't want to get involved, you know.
Doctor Strange in jail for throwing gang signs.
Don't.
Please tell me that you got to keep at least one of the, are they capes or?
Absolutely nothing.
What?
No, nothing. They don't give me nout. I've got no Halloween costume. I'm gutted.
Okay.
To go out as the Invisible Man again, you know.
Was it a heavy thing to wear?
Yeah.
Was it?
Proper tapestry. I mean, it's a cloak rather than a cape for a start, so it's really got some heft to it. And you want that, and it moves beautifully, and you know, you have to move quite fast and quite strongly to make it move beautifully. But look, Alex has been doing this. Alex Bryan is our costume designer. She's done a few of these films, and she's very, I mean, aesthetically, it's astounding. It's a real departure. Again, it's a really new look for Marvel, I feel, and for any superhero in many ways, but it's also incredibly pragmatic. I mean, those boots took a long time to put on, but they are very cushioned so that you can run and fight in them. Everything about the costume that was at all restrictive was elasticated, so it's all, it's there to accommodate the actor rather than the other way around, which is a relief, because most actors telling you about superheroes will tell you what a drag their costume is, so it was great. It was great.